Hey, you filthy animals. Guess what day it is? It's frickin' Friday. Damn right. And I'm gonna drink some beer, as always. But today, I'm gonna drink Red Stripe Hooray beer. It's an old commercial. By the way, 2001 when that commercial came out. Looked it up. Do you feel old yet? Because I do. So anyways, a little bit about Red Stripe first before I drink it. First made in 1928. But that actually wasn't the original recipe that we drink today, because I guess the original recipe sucked ass. And then it was made by a man named Paul H. Geddes, who asked his father, who made the original recipe, to go to Chicago and become a brewmaster. So he went to Chicago, became a brewmaster, met a man named Denos, and he was a German guy, Jamaican guy, German guy, got together, and then they made Red Stripe, which I guess is a pale lager, and they said the German man is probably why it became a lager. Pretty cool though. I actually found a really cool website about Paul H. Geddes. It must have been written by his stepson. So if you want to know more about it, there's a lot of cool information in there. I just didn't want to talk about everything, but it's a very sweet article. It was very obvious that this stepson had a lot of respect and loved his stepfather a lot. So cool thing. So it was first introduced into the United States in 1985, and it originally came in green bottles because this is actually the company's owned 50% by Heineken or in Guinness. So they originally bought it in green bottles, and all the people who had traveled to the United States or the Jamaica from the United States had seen it in the little brown fat bottle, because Red Stripe's kind of famous for this bottle. It's very unique, and it flopped. It didn't do very good. Well, they decided they were going to change it back to this bottle, but in 1989 they got busted. All production ceased because they got busted in a cannabis scandal. They were smuggling marijuana in shipping containers. I'm sure it wasn't the company. Somebody who worked for the company doing the shipping probably thought, hey, I can smuggle drugs from Jamaica to the United States. But of course, the Jamaican beer gets busted shipping marijuana, which is it's kind of funny. What else we got? Oh, so the bottle used to be 12 ounces, but in 2010 they dropped it down to 11.2, which is the standard metric, which was 0.33 liters for anybody who cares about metric. In 2012, beer production was made in La Crosse, Wisconsin, and Latrobe, PA, which is pretty cool because Latrobe, PA is the place that brews the main brewery for Rolling Rock, and it's been the main brewery for Rolling Rock for 60 years. So that's kind of cool that this beer was made in the same old Latrobe, probably not the same tank, just the same area, same factory that Rolling Rock was made in. But in September 7th, 2016, production moved back to Jamaica, which is pretty cool. So now these are all made in Jamaica, and they're imported out of Jamaica. Well, what else? Yeah, see, it says since 1928 on there, but I read that the original formula sucked, so I don't know. Here we go. 4.7% alcohol. And it's a painted bottle. It's not a label. It's painted bottle. Rolling Rock used to be a painted label for a long time too, and then like 3 years ago or something they stopped painting it. So every time I see a painted glass bottle, I always think that's cool. And it is a cool little short stubby brown bottle. So as usual, I got my little casing. Let's crack this open. Hopefully you guys don't hear it too bad in the mic. That was pretty tough to get open. Oh, I better be careful. I broke the bottle. Looks like I just broke that little piece off. Hopefully no glass slivers went in there. Oh boy. Yeah. F it. It's Friday. I'm sure I'll see any glass particles if they're in there. I don't see any glass. That was a little worrying. All right. So, color. It's a pale lager. It shows. It's a nice pale lager. Similar to like Budweiser. It smells like Budweiser. A little different. Let's give her a taste. And I should say I've tried this before, but it's been a long time. It's pretty. It seems kind of bitter. It's okay. It's not that great. If you like lager, probably like it. It's almost like skunky, but not skunky. It's kind of weird to explain. Like it's like bitter, but not like a skunky bitter. But I can tell it's not skunked because it doesn't smell bad. It doesn't smell like skunk beer. Like Heineken always smells skunk because it's in a green bottle, which is, I'll go into bottles another day, but green bottle is the worst bottle. If you see beer in green bottles or clear bottles like Corona, good burp, there we go. Those are let too much light in and it can damage the beer. Brown bottles are a better bottle. You know what? It's pretty good for what it is. I should also tell you guys pricing. Some beers I buy are like $3, $4 for one bottle. You know, that's pretty expensive. Red Stripe was $5 for a 6-pack. Now that's not crazy cheap, but that's pretty freaking cheap. So for $5 for a 6-pack, it actually tastes not too shabby. But it's Friday, so I'm gonna salute on this. That's what I was waiting for. Anyways, it's okay. For what that beer is, I would have to give it So I gave Cass a 2.5, and I regret that review. Cass should got like a 2.1. Red Stripe deserves over a 2.5. I would say 2.6. I'm gonna try doing like tenths of a rating. I want to be real specific on stuff, and I feel like Red Stripe should be a 2.6. It's pretty good for what it is. It's just a cheap, enjoyable beer. It's the fun beer, according to the marketing. So I hope you guys have a good one. I'm sure a lot of you guys have drinking Red Stripe before, but I was here on base, and I said I haven't tried Red Stripe forever, and I figured, what the hell, I'll give it a go. But I hope you guys all have a great weekend. Happy Friday. Enjoy the weekend.